Welcome to the Manager Matt podcast show. The show is designed to give you solutions to your day-to-day management and leadership problems. It's hosted by Matthew Haddock, a frontline manager and leader with over 25 years of experience. If you're ready, then let's get on with the show.
Welcome to the Manager Matt's Thought, an opportunity for me to talk about an issue, both positive or negative, which affects the way we and our teams work in the today's organisational world. So without delay, let's get on with the show. First of all, I have a confession to make. Yes, listeners, I have failed at work. I have made mistakes. I have let projects overrun, and I have not delivered results. Am I no good then? Should I be thrown on the scrap heap? Should you not bother listening to any more that I say, and should I just give up, curl in a ball, and stay in bed? Or do I improve because I've failed? So, when I go looking for improvements in my life, do I just wait and have the magic wand that fixes everything? Or do I understand that I will make mistakes? I have lived, therefore I will not get everything right. The good thing is that every time I've failed, I have learnt. Now, sometimes I've not learnt straight away. It's taken time for me to develop the fact that I can reflect, I can step back, and I can understand what went wrong. And the older and more experience I get, the better I'm getting on reflecting of what went wrong. The problem is, because we're humans, we seem to have this idea of it being a binary, success or fail, black or white. Our human behaviour seems to want to get to this point where it's an on or an off, a good or a bad. We strive for this perfection, which obviously we'll never achieve. Our internal voice says to us, "You're a failure, you're no good, how have you got this job?" We sometimes have to face the fact that you will make mistakes. And sometimes, unfortunately, people think that failure is the end of the world. But why is this fear of failure holding you back? Because you must think that failure is only part of a journey. And at the beginning, you're going to fail more. So, on the way through life, it's natural for you to fail and learn. But I think some of you are shouting at you, "That's all well, Matt, but what if you're a pilot or a doctor? You don't want their roles to fail." Well, this is where it all comes interesting, and this is part of the thought. If you're a doctor, you train and train and train for years and years and years. Pilots are the same. They train and train. And you know what? When you first pass your doctor's exams and you go into the medical residencies, you're not given the patient with a complicated heart condition. You probably start working on dissecting an orange. And same with a pilot. You start with flight simulators, you work your way up, you practice, you fail on the simulators, you fail on the easy tasks, and then you move to small planes. You won't get a jumbo 747 on your first run out, so you move from small to large, and that's the same in business. You will work through small teams and make small mistakes which you're allowed to before you get through to the bigger decisions that make the bigger consequences. And you can learn from past errors, both yourselves and others. And that's part of the way of learning. But what you mustn't do is get beaten up about the fact that you will fail. I listened the other day to a 5x5 rule, and it goes something like this. Will it matter in 5 minutes what you've done? Will it matter in 5 hours what you've done? Will it matter in 5 days what you've done? Will it matter in 5 weeks? And will it matter in 5 months? Now that is a way to think about decisions that you may fail at. Well, that's my thought. Give it a thought and send me some feedback. Well, that's it for Manager Matt this week. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.
Thank you so much for listening to this Manager Matt podcast. We hope you found it interesting, helpful and actionable. One last thing, please leave a quick review on iTunes or with your podcast provider, as it helps to spread the word of Manager Matt. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the podcast, and if you did like anything in particular, send an email to managermattpodcast@gmail.com or visit managermatt.co.uk for more content. Feedback is a gift, so let's keep giving. See you next week.